Let's come into our comfortable seat, Sukhasan. Ground down through your sit bones. Lengthen through your spine. Let's roll your shoulders up towards your ears. Hold them there for a moment and then release them heavily down towards the earth. Twice more. Inhale to roll your shoulders up towards your ears, so you're shrugging them, and then release them heavily. Last time, shrug up towards your ears, and then release them. And then you might want to shimmy, shimmy, shimmy one way, then the other. I find this always helps to loosen. Our mudra, our practice for today, so you might notice I'm wearing my glasses. Thank you for all of the well wishes that you've sent me. I'm on the road to recovery. I had an awful viral infection, not COVID, thankfully, because I'm isolating in any event. But it's knocked me out for this last week. So I'm glad to be on the mend, but I'm not 100% yet. So thankfully, our practice today, I'd already intended that the series we were going to do now, going forward for the next couple of months probably, is the yama and niyama, the yamas and the niyamas from key yogic principles that were codified about in the year 500 by Patanjali, who's a yogic philosopher. And these are the principles and ethics by which we live our yogic lives, whether on the mat or off the mat. They guide our behaviors, thoughts, and words. And the first one, the first principle, ethic that I was focusing on was ahimsa, ahimsa, which means non-violence, non-harming, kindness, compassion, sensitivity and consideration for all beings. So it's the absence of injury, the absence of injustice, the absence of harm, the absence of violence. So it's living in a relationship with oneself and in relationship with others from a place of compassion, with the tenet being to bring justice, equity, empathy in relationship with others. So for both our family relationships, our friendships, but beyond our friendships, our community, the relationship we have with humanity, with those beyond our community, those that are unknown to us, that are at great distance from us and our daily lives. And so it's very timely that the key practice for me today is ahimsa, for self-care and collective care. Our mudra is Hrydaya Mudra. So curling the index to the base of the thumb, and then bring the tip of the middle finger to rest on the thumb, and the ring finger to rest on top of the middle finger, and the little finger gently extended. So you sort of create this shape here. And your hands can be palms face up on your knees or thighs. Hrydaya means compassionate heart. Compassionate heart mudra. Closing your eyes or taking an inward gaze, gazing down towards the earth if you wish to keep your eyes open. So in our practice today, we're going to cultivate ahimsa, a relationship of kindness and compassion to self and others. It will be a heart-centered practice, connected with Anahatas chakra, the unstruck, the unbeaten, the unhurt place. Begin to notice your breath. Trace the journey of your breath. As you breathe in, draw the breath right down into your heart space. Allow the breath to expand. Open the heart space. Perhaps you visualize a color, green, golden. And when you exhale and release the breath, allow it to travel from your heart space out into the air around you, the environment around you, the world around you. Inhaling is the receiving, the welcoming, the inviting of kindness, compassion, justice, equity. The out breath is the offering, the gifting of kindness, compassion, justice, equity. So perhaps your breath takes on the quality of this color at the heart space. A soft green, the green of nature, a golden, warm color. And imagine this color, this breath of color dispersing within you and around you. Our mantra for today is Ahimsa, Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. Om invoking the universal energy. Ahimsa, this foundational principle of compassion, non-violence, non-harm, justice, equity. Param, this great calling for all. Dharma, the life's path, the journey that we take. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. Three more breaths in and out from Anahat, the heart space. Cultivating this principle of acting, speaking, of thinking without harm, without violence, without injustice, without inequity, without discrimination or judgment. This acceptance of others, acceptance of self. As spiritual beings with equality, with the essence of humanity fully recognized and realized within all. Releasing the breath, bringing your hands together at your heart. Hands at your heart. Opening by chanting Om 3 times. Inhale fully. Om. Inhale. Om. Inhale. Om. Namaste and welcome to our eventful start. It went wrong so quickly. So let's come into, if you're in your Utkatasan, let's bring the soles of the feet together for a moment into butterfly, Veerabidasan, legs open. And you can take hold of your ankles and or your shins. And let's open the heart space. So draw the shoulder blades in together, open across the heart space. Really lengthen here, reach up towards the sky with your crown. And then as you exhale, walk your hands further down and come into a forward fold here. So I take my elbows outside of my shins. And let's just be here in Baddha Konasana for a moment. So opening up the back of the heart space. The space that we often feel most vulnerable. So opening ourselves up to our vulnerable selves. And know that when we move from a place of vulnerability in relationship with others, then the response and the engagement that we will receive will also develop trust and reciprocity. You can tell I'm struggling with my words. That sense of return. When we offer ourselves up openly, then others are likely to respond with that same spirit. And if they don't, then we accept that they are who they are and are yet still on a journey of discovery. And that perhaps we can assist and offer some guidance, or perhaps we move on and let them find their own way. One more breath here. Releasing your hands. Let's take hold of the right ankle and circulate the right ankle one way and then the other. And then let's cross the right foot over the left knee. Now, if this feels too tight, you can always release your left leg. Coming into our seated twist here. So lengthen. And then as you exhale, let's reach up and turn over to the right. Right hand behind, left hand can be on the earth, or you can have your left elbow against the right knee, or perhaps even holding the right knee. Yogi's choice. 3 breaths here into the heart. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. May I walk my life's path without harm or injury to others. One more breath here. Inhale, turn to center. Let's counter twist over to the left for a moment. And then back to center. Let's release the right foot to the earth. And let's take hold of the left leg and circle the ankle. You can always interlace your fingers in between your toes, or just take hold of your foot, whatever you prefer here, circling one way, then the other way. And then let's cross this left foot over the right leg. And again, if it feels too restrictive here, you can extend this right leg long. Lengthen, let's reach up. And then exhale over to the left. And again, this right arm can hug that left knee, be on the outside of that left knee, or be on the earth. Yogi's choice. 3 breaths again in this Ardha Matsyendrasana seated twist. And then inhale, center, counter twist over to the other side. And then back to center. Let's come onto our knees. We're going to come into child's pose here. So child's pose, let's reach long with our arms. Now leave your right arm extended where it is and bring back the left hand alongside you, palm face up. So right hand is palm face down, arm extended. Left arm is alongside your body, palm facing up. Variation on Veerabidasan child's pose.
One breath more. Now let's reach up with our left hand and walk the right hand over to the right as far as it can travel, and then walk your left hand over to your right arm, either taking hold of your right elbow or right forearm or right wrist. So it's a sort of a lateral stretch over to the right. So you should feel lots of space underneath your left armpit alongside that left arm, left abdomen, the left rib cage. One breath here, and then let's release the left hand from the right arm wherever it is. Left hand reaching long, palm face down on the earth. Take your right arm behind you, right palm facing up. So left arm reaching ahead, palm face down. Right hand alongside you, palm facing up. And now we're going to bring the right arm up, arm extended. Walk the left arm over as far as you like, and then take your right hand to your left elbow, left forearm, the left wrist. And now creating a lateral stretch on the right side. One more breath. Walk your hands back to center. Bring your forearms onto the earth. Come up onto your knees. We're going to move directly to Anahatas and melting heart pose. So on your knees, if you need padding, add padding here. Now, your options for Anahatasan is both arms extended or one at a time. So if you're doing one arm at a time, fold in your right forearm so that you have a bend in your right arm, and reach the left hand as far forward as you like, and rest the back of the forehead, the eyebrow center, on your forearm or directly on the earth. This is Ardha Anahatasan variation, so half melting heart. If you would like to move into the full variation, then slide both of your hands forward and bring your eyebrow center to rest on the earth or on a cushion or a folded blanket if you want some extra comfort there. So you'll be in one of two variations of Anahatasan, either the Ardha variation with one arm folded or both arms extended, yogi's choice. This is your practice. And we'll practice metta, loving kindness, during our yoga practice. So perhaps you silently connect with, may I be safe, may I be healthy. If you have one arm folded, let's fold in the left arm. So both arms are folded, and then extend your right arm. And so that you're balancing this pose out. So now right arm is extended, left arm is folded, eyebrow center resting perhaps on the back of your forearm. Or you'll still be in the variation with both arms extended. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be joyful. May I be free. This metta means loving kindness. And this meditation during your practice is first extended to yourself and then to others. One more breath here in Anahatasan, melting heart. And then let's walk your hands back towards your head so that you come back onto your forearms right underneath your shoulders. And then let's rise onto our hands, coming into Padmasana, neutral spine, tabletop. Going to move into a twist, threading the needle as it's sometimes called, or Shusir-Andasana. Inhale, lift the right hand to the sky. Again, you can bring your hands into your Hrydaya Mudra, index curled into the base of the thumb, middle and ring resting on top of thumb, little finger extended. As you exhale, thread the right arm underneath the left arm and bring your right ear and shoulder to the mat. This left hand can stay on the mat where it is. You can extend this left hand, left arm, so it creates stretch. You can even take it up to the sky or to the right hip. So the back of the hand rests on the right hip. Yogi's choice. Be where you want to be with this. What feels good to you in your practice today? Remember, this is a practice of ahimsa. This is a practice of gentleness to yourself. And perhaps, as we all know, sometimes our love is fierce. Sometimes our compassion, our search for justice and equity for others requires this fierceness. So this is a delicate balance between gentleness and fierceness, so that we can bring about a place of kindness, empathy, compassion. If we are passive in this act, then we are unable to bring ahimsa necessarily to others. Whichever variation you're in of Shusir-Andasana, let's bring the left hand next to the shoulder. Inhale, right hand to the sky. And then let's bring that to the earth. Inhale, left arm to the sky. And again, you can have your mudra here. As you exhale, thread it underneath your body. And parallel, mirror the movement with your right arm. So either staying where it is as a stabilizing support on the earth, arm extended along the earth, reaching up to the sky, or to the back of the hand to the left hip. So really working our heart space. May I be joyful. May I be free. May I be joyful. May I be free. One more breath here. And then let's return the right hand so that it's next to the shoulder. Inhale, left onto the sky. Exhale, hand to the earth. Now from here, we're going to sit back on our heels. Now you may want to roll up a blanket underneath the ankles so that it creates padding. You may want to sit on a cushion between the thighs and the calves at the back of the knees. This may help you. You may want to place a blanket or cushion underneath the front of your knees. Find a variation that feels comfortable for you. If this really is causing you discomfort or pain, then you can always come to sit on your sit bones and find the variation that works for you. So we're going to graduate towards Utkatasan, the heart opener. Face you for a moment. Inhale to reach up. Bring your palms together above the crown. Exhale, Padma Mudra to the heart, lotus. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, Padma to the heart. Once more, inhaling to rise up. Exhale to the heart.
Place the right hand on the earth or right fingertips and reach up and over with the left arm. Back through center, up and over with the right arm. Inhale through center. Now let's interlace our hands behind our back. So coming into Yoga Mudra, interlacing your hands. Draw your hands down and away. And as you do this, your shoulder blades come towards each other. Your heart opens, slightly lift your chin and gaze to the place where the ceiling meets the wall. And this should still give you lots of space at the back of your neck. This is a gentle heart opener, gentle back bend. As you exhale, we're going to fold forward, bring our eyebrows centered down towards the earth. Our hands reach up in the sky behind us. If you want to place a cushion or a folded blanket underneath your head, please do. One breath here. May I be safe. May I be healthy. May I be joyful. May I be free. Engage your core by squeezing your navel. Inhaling, lift your gaze, rising with the heart space. Let's come back to gaze up towards the sky. And then let's release the hands. Arms reach forward, flex your fingertips up. Flex your fingertips down. And we're going to cross our arms in front of us. So right arm across you first. Perhaps you use your left hand and left arm to help you create this opening. So we're really opening around the shoulder blade of the right arm. One there. And then let's go the other way. So left arm crosses. And then release. We're going to come onto our knees now. Tuck your toes. Perhaps we'd move into Utkatasan, Camel Pose. So here you can have a cushion, a folded blanket or blocks underneath your feet so that your curled toes are on a block. So let's take our hands behind us. Place our heels of our hand just at the point above our hips here, where the sacrum is. You feel these bony parts there underneath the flesh. So fingertips rest on the buttocks there. Draw your shoulder blades in together. Again, lift your gaze to that place in the ceiling and the wall where they meet. Heart is open. And now let's open out the heart and offer loving kindness, metta, to each other. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be joyful. May you be free. And then let's release for a moment. And now I'm going to give you the option of taking your fingertips to your heels. You can do one hand at a time. That might be enough for you. Or you might take both hands. So see what you want to do. So if you're taking one hand at a time, you can keep one hand supporting your lower back and the other one on your heels. Try and maintain parallel between your knees and your hips. Hips are pushing forward. Draw your shoulder blades together. Open your heart. Lift your gaze. So come into the variation of Utkatasan with one hand or both hands. And remember, we're all going to be in very different places. Recognizing that we all have difference. That even in that difference, we have equality. That there is equity within difference, within recognizing difference, without judgment, without discrimination, One more breath here. Remember, if you have one hand, let's switch it over. So swap hands. Three breaths, just to even it out. And then let's bring our hands to our lower back. Begin to come back to neutral. We're going to move into hare pose just for a moment as a counter pose. So place your hands on the earth. Bring the crown, the top of the head, to the earth. Your hands can stay there as a scaffold, or you can take your hands to the back of your heels and really dome through your upper back. Draw your shoulder blades apart. This should feel very soothing, particularly for the lower back. This is the counter pose to Utkatasan, to Camel Pose, Shashandasan. May you be safe. May you be healthy. May you be joyful. May you be peace-free. Rising up. Walk your hands forward, perhaps as wide as your mat or shoulder distance, yogi's choice, keeping your toes tucked, and inhale, lift your knees, coming into Veerabidasan, mountain pose. Let's pedal through here. One more, and then let's come to stillness just for a moment. Fingers spread wide, press through the finger pads, the knuckles, especially those knuckles at the palm, where the fingers meet the palm. Reach with your heels down towards the earth. Perhaps you have a deep or soft bend in your knees. And then let's take a walk to the top of our mats. To come into forward fold here, Utkatasan. Bend into your knees. Perhaps you wrap your hands around the back of your ankles or thighs, so your abdomen is resting on your thighs. And again here in Utkatasan, the back of your heart space is open. Again, moving from a place of vulnerability. So knowing that when we move with the intention of kindness and compassion and empathy, that to invite the relationship, we have to offer ourselves up with the same openness, expansion. Unfurling slowly here, so release your hands, one vertebrae at a time, uncurls, unfurls, as you rise up in Tadasana, standing mountain. Head and shoulders last. So standing mountain at the top of your mat. Reach behind, interlace your fingers. Now this time, let's interlace them the other way. So it feels as if you're a digit short. So that when we were doing this down on the earth, we would have probably gone with the dominant hand on top. Now we're going to change and we're going to bring the other one that's less dominant. Draw your hands down towards the earth. Draw your shoulder blades together. Lift your gaze. Bending at your knees, exhale to hinge forward. Hands reaching up, crown reaching down. Three breaths. Now, let's offer up a metta meditation and loving kindness to those that we have neutral relationships with, the ones that we have neither positive nor negative feelings towards.
perhaps acquaintances, perhaps people that we see regularly, yet do not speak to or interact with. May they be safe. May they be healthy. May they be joyful. May they be free. Releasing your hands with care, moving into chair pose, Utkatasan. Let's bring the hands in Padma, lotus to the heart. So sit back here, reach back with your tailbone, bend into your knees, crown reaching towards the sky. Elbows tucked in, thumb pressing against the heart space. The flower representing the journey we make in order to reach a place of harmony, of beauty, of compassion. One more breath. Inhale to rise into Tadasana. I like to reach up and then hands back to the heart. Now we're going to do 3 rounds of Ardha Surya Namaskar, half sun salutations. Inhale, hands reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale, fold forward, hands to earth or knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can be on your knees or shins or on the earth. Tailbone reaching back, crown reaching forward. Exhale, fold, bend into your knees. Inhale to rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale to reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale to flow down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can be on your legs or on the earth. Exhale, fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, hands to heart. Last time. Inhale to reach up, gentle back bend. Exhale to flow down towards the earth. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can be wherever you prefer to have them. Exhale, fold. Inhale to reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Adding on, moving into Surya Namaskar with variation to open the heart. Inhale, reach up. Gentle back bend. Exhale, slow down. Step back with your right leg. Bring the right knee to the earth. Option to untuck the toes here. Inhale, reach up with your hands. As you exhale, take your right hand to your right shoulder, left hand to your, hug yourself. Really hug yourself. Perhaps you reach with your fingertips behind, really hugging yourself here. One breath here. Now let's reach back with the left arm and reach forward with the right arm, coming into this little twist. Open across the heart. One breath more. Bring the right hand to the earth, reach up with the left arm. Again, you can have your hand in Hrydaya Mudra. Gaze up. Exhale, left hand to the earth. Let's step back with the left knee. We're going to come into Ashtanga, so you might need to shuffle your knees away slightly. We're not going to do plank today. Self-care, collective care. Bend into your elbows, lift your tailbone and bring your chin and heart to the earth. Ashtanga. Slide your knees away. Inhale to rise in cobra. Open your heart here. Lower your shoulders. Draw your shoulder blades together. Exhale, flow down to the earth. From here, we're going to add on. We're going to move into Locust Salabhasan. Again, focusing on the heart space. Let's lift the right leg. Lower the right. Lift the left leg. Lower the leg. Let's reach back with our hands. Now let's lift the right arm and the right leg. Lower. Lift the left arm and the left leg. Lower. We're going to lift both arms and both legs and our head. Inhale, engage your core, rise up. Salabhasan. Exhale, lower. Bring your hands alongside your shoulders. Rise through table, back into mountain. Take a moment here. Let's bring the left knee to the earth and step forward with the right foot. And let's repeat that same cycle on this side. So when you're ready, inhale, hands to sky. Exhale, let's cross our arms, hugging. And now this time, let's take the other arm on top, other hand on top. But it doesn't matter, as long as you feel like you can really give yourself a good hug here. One breath here. Let's open out, take the right arm behind us, left arm in front. Left hand to the earth, right arm to the sky. Exhale, right hand to the earth. Let's again step back with the right knee. And let's bend into our elbows, lift our tailbone, coming into Ashtangasana. 8 limb pose. Slide the knees away. Let's rise in cobra. Exhale, lower. Now this time for our Locust Salabhasan, let's take our hands behind our back and interlace the hands into a yoga mudra. Draw your hands away. Shoulder blades are coming together. Now your options are going to be either to rise up with your head and chest and leave your legs on the earth, or to rise up with one leg at a time, rising with the head and one leg, or to rise up with both legs and head. Yogi's choice. So hold whichever variation you do for 3 breaths. And then switch if you're doing one arm and one leg at a time. Exhale, release to the earth. Release your yoga mudra hands. Let's bring your hands to the back of your head so your elbows are alongside your head. Bring your hands in Padma, lotus flower. This mudra that connects to the expansion, the openness, the flowering of the heart. And now let's offer up our metta meditation, loving kindness, to those that we have differences with, disagreements with, differences of opinion, perhaps those we actively dislike, whether known to us personally or figures that are more remote, of whom we know about. And this part is particularly challenging, to offer loving kindness to those souls. Know that those souls which are in turmoil, which speak with unkindness, unloving words, who speak and act to bring about more injustice and inequity in the world. Those souls have a much longer journey than we do. So we can act from a place of compassion. We challenge their behaviors, their words, their thoughts, but we challenge them from a place of revolutionary love and compassion, from a place of ahimsa. Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King effected change, brought about justice by moving from this very place. They were not passive. They resisted with love, ahimsa, compassion. May they be safe. May they be healthy. May they be joyful. May they be free. Releasing your Padma. Hands next to your shoulders. Inhale to rise into table and then into mountain. Pedal your feet for a moment and then let's walk to the top of our mat, coming into a forward fold here. Inhale, bend into your knees. Reach back behind your hands, interlace your fingers this time. Let's do them the other way so you feel as if you're missing a digit. And then open your heart, coming into this variation of Utkatasan with your hands in Yoga Mudra. Draw your shoulder blades together. Open your heart. I'm feeling warm, the warm glow of compassion, of kindness, of care for self-care for others. One more breath here. And then inhale to rise up into standing mountain, Tadasan. Take a moment here. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. May I walk in a journey, on a path of kindness, of non-injury, non-harm, non-violence to others and to self. Think about all of the ways in which you critique yourself, in which you have this negative commentary about yourself, this narrative that you might have written about yourself that does not do you justice. I'm going to step back with our right foot. So I'm going to go up here so you can see me. So step back with your right foot. Have a 45-degree angle with your right foot, left toes pointing forward. Hands at the heart here. Lift your gaze. So we'll just come into standing pyramid for a moment. Let's take our hands to opposite shoulders. So giving yourself another hug here. You can wrap yourself around. Bend into that left knee. And you might need to broaden your stance here. So we're coming into Warrior One. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. One breath here. As you exhale, I'm going to ask you to reach forward with your crown. Now you can stay at an angle here, or you can lower your crown towards the earth on the inside of your left leg so that you come into more of a humble variation. So you can be at an angle there, or you can be parallel to the earth, or you can come down towards the earth. Yogi's choice. And if you lose your balance, you can always release your shoulders and bring your hands to the earth. My mat's a bit slippy today. I'm a bit. Wherever you are, one more breath here. And then let's release your hands, both hands to the earth. Walk your hands, straighten through your left leg, turn your left toes.
so that you're coming into this wide-legged stance, Prasarita Padanasan, for a moment. You can always reach your hands behind your back, interlace them, coming into this yoga mudra. Or leave your hands on the earth, yogi's choice. Now we're going to go the other way. So let's turn the right toes. And you might need to shuffle that left foot. So the left feet are at a 45-degree angle. Let's straighten through that leg and rise up first. And again, hands at heart. So we're going to do the same thing on this side. So when you're ready, let's wrap our hands around us. Let's see which way I've not done. I play around because I can feel it in my body, but I need more. So we're going to bend into that right knee this time. And you might need to shuffle your feet a few times so that you come into the stance where you feel most stable. Veerabidasan Warrior One. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. May I walk with non-violence, non-injury, non-harm to others and to myself. As you exhale, again, come into your variation. So you can be at an angle, you can be parallel to the earth, or you can then lower your crown towards the earth. And remember, if you lose your balance, you can always bring your hands to support you. One more breath. Then let's release your hands, everybody. Come back to center. So turn the right toes back to center here. And then heel toe. And then let's come down to the earth. Nearly at the end here. So we're going to come to the earth and we're going to come onto a reclined open twist. So let's come down to the earth. Keep the left foot on the earth with your knee bent. And let's hug in that right leg. Take hold of the right foot with your right hand. So this, and hug that right knee in towards your right armpit. So half happy baby variation, Ardha Anandalasan. And now I invite you to think about anyone that you wish to send and gift loving kindness to. Whether it is someone, a friend, a family member in need of some extra support, compassion, empathy, someone who is struggling or suffering, and offering them ahimsa. Or perhaps it is some other person with whom you have difficulties. May they be safe. May they be healthy. May they be joyful. May they be free. Release the right foot from the hand and let's cross the right ankle onto the left knee so that you create this figure of four with your legs. We're going to come into an open twist. So your arms are alongside your body, slightly away. And then let's drop the right knee down towards the earth. And as you do that, you turn onto the big toe side of your left foot. So if you were to look down, you have sort of a zigzag with your legs. This is an open heart, open twist. Moving from this place of expansion. And again, think of this same person that you just thought about. May they be peaceful and joyful. May they be well in body and mind. May they find life joyful and easeful. One more breath here in Supta Matsyendrasana, this variation of openness. Inhale, come back to center. Release the right foot to the earth. And then let's hug in the left knee. Take the left hand to the left foot. And then draw the left knee towards the left armpit, coming into Ananda Balasana variation. Happy baby. And now let's think about the earth, our planet, and offer loving kindness to the planet, to live in ahimsa with the environment. May she be safe. May she be healthy. May she be joyful. May she be free. Release the left hand from the left foot and bring the left ankle to the right thigh. And as you exhale, let's drop the left knee down towards the earth. And as you do that, you'll roll onto the big toe side of your right foot. May the earth be peaceful and joyful. May the earth be well. May the earth be healthy and safe. One more breath here. Inhale back to center and hug in both knees and gently rock on your lower back from side to side. And then let's rise up when you're ready into your comfortable seat, your easy seat. Coming into your Hrydaya, compassionate heart mudra. Rolling the index to the base of the thumb, middle to thumb tip, and ring on top of middle. Ahimsa is the foundational principle towards self, community, and humanity, and to the earth, that our thoughts, words, and actions move from a place of kindness and compassion and empathy, with the absence of injury or harm or injustice, so that we may all live a conscious and liberated life. Bringing your hands together at your heart center, closing our time together by chanting our mantra for today, Om Ahimsa Param Dharma 3 times, and then Om Shanti. And offer Shanti to yourself, to your community, and to the earth. Inhale to prepare. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. Om Ahimsa Param Dharma. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Dhanyavad. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Dhanyavad, dhanyavad, dhanyavad. Thank you for joining me. Oh, that feels good. So I hope you find that practice to be much gentler. It's exactly the practice I needed for today after my week. And what we're going to do, because we missed the session, I always design 2 practices for any principle or ethic that I plan the sessions around. So I'm going to do one more Ahimsa practice on Wednesday. So everything will be knocked back a little bit, but I hope you're okay with that. So we'll do Ahimsa on Wednesday, and then on Saturday, we'll start the next principle, Satya, which is truthfulness. So thank you everyone for joining me. I'm really grateful to you all.